107.5 The Game Podcasting is sponsored by Modern Exterminating, a family-oriented company. Professional, honest, and dependable pest control solutions. We're your one-stop shop for all pests. We do it all. We know what bugs you. Visit us online at pestfreesc.com. That's pestfreesc.com.
Spring practice rolling along. Preston, on this here, as we look at it, Mazio Bennett came in last year. What is, in your opinion, and it's all different, I think, for different positions, the mindset of a freshman versus the mindset of the guy who has now been here for 12 months and is a sophomore? How does that change and evolve?
You just feel more comfortable. You know where the drills are set up. You know how practice is going to go. You know the routine. You know all of these different. You just feel a lot more able to just go out there and play football. You're swimming instead of treading water. When you're a freshman and they're throwing all these ridiculous terms at you and you have 100 guys going in 1,000 different directions and the coaches are screaming and there's 20 trainers around, it's just sensory overload. Now when you come back in, you understand the process. You understand how practice operates. You understand how this thing goes. You're a lot more comfortable. You're just able to settle in and play football the way you've played it your whole life.
It is a day that Preston Thorne should be celebrating because he's back. You back down just a tad. You back down just a tad. I can't remember why, but Preston Thorne at the beginning of the month said this right here is the month of the year. And this is a day that in the month that goes near the top because it generally, not always, but generally falls on a Thursday where you get Major League Baseball opening day, which, again, is something that I feel like there's a lot of us for Major League Baseball opening day. We're like, all right, opening day. And then next week you're like, did they start yet? Did we? Oh, yeah, that's right. Opening day was last week.
Bill, it's a plague on society. It's a bigger issue because we don't have opening days in our rec leagues in our towns anymore because everybody travel balls and we play ball all year. So there is no opening day because you're playing baseball in October and you're playing baseball in November and you're traveling here or there. There's no leagues. That's neither here nor there. That's why opening day doesn't have as much lore anymore because we don't have it anywhere we don't really have it. It's not like really a thing anymore. So it only makes sense.
It is a big day. I agree with you. It's just another sign that spring is here. I think this is the development of Shane Beamer as a head coach, and I don't mean that in a bad way because, you take over a big job. South Carolina's a big job. There's a lot of things going on with the program. You're trying to handle NIL. You're trying to handle the portal. Look, social media is part of it. They've got Justin King down there. And Preston and I kind of talked about it last year after the 5-7. I came out in January in 2024. I came out and was like, go quiet. Go radio silent. I don't want to see videos of hide and seek. I don't want to see videos of acting like family. What is it? What was with Danny?
Full House.
Full House. Good Lord. Thank you for that. The Office. I don't want to see all that.
Rest in peace, Bob Saget.
I don't want to. What was Danny's last name?
Collier.
Tanner. Danny Tanner.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dave Collier.
Oh, yeah. No. But anyway.
Why do I know that?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, don't go doing all that. Just do your business behind closed doors. Then we got to bowl. So they get the great season. They're 9-3, and then Preston and I were laughing, and they get to bowl season, and it's like they went ultra radio silent. And I didn't even feel like it was the Will Muschamp days of secrecy. It was just we didn't know what was going on. I think there was one time right before Christmas, Preston and I were like, are they even practicing for the bowl? Who's playing? And I got to be honest, it seems like that communication might have tied over to the bowl game.
Apparently they didn't know either.
Yeah. But my point is they've had a very good winter workout. I think it's been quiet. That's what you want. And even now, it's been a quiet first 3 or 4 days of spring practice.
Yeah, you haven't seen very much in the way of hype videos or a lot of different. There's been a couple of social media things, which is fine. Everybody's jumping on a couple of recent trends, which you would expect. You see those things, but just as far as the concrete information or concrete depth charts, I would imagine this is a part of a growing trend. And as I keep going back to, the access is limited. You don't get a lot of opportunities for media or the general public to see practice, so there's not going to be a lot of information flow back and forth. So we're only tied to what the coaches are telling us, even still, there still has not been a lot of information. And for your point, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So maybe that's a good thing. Why are we not all? I think I have a theory, but why are we not all rebelling against the Dodgers?
They're kind of lovable.
I know, and that's the issue. That's
it's hard.
Theory.
It's I think it's kind of, if we come back, we can revisit this next week. Right as the Braves come off of the series against the Dodgers with Chop Talk, but it's kind of hard to dislike Shohei Ohtani
and Mookie Betts
and Freddie Freeman and some of their other players. Like it's they're a cast of characters that are actually kind of,
that's the issue.
They're
but they're the evil empire.
They don't have
They are buying baseball.
See, here's the thing: when Golden State was making their run, Golden State, Steph was lovable, Clay was lovable, Draymond Green was not, and so it became very easy. And then when Kevin Durant went there, so you were like, oh man, I can't deal with those guys. But with the Dodgers, you kind of look around and you're like, oh, Freeman, he's fun. Mookie Betts, he's cool. Ohtani, I'm okay with him.
That's the issue.